As I was stated in part 1, no place in the Bible is it printed or read that the truth shall set you free. It's just simply not there. However, what is printed in the Bible and read is in the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 32, that simply says, "Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." Not set you free, make you free. And I am here to share my part of the truth to the planet Earth today that shall make you free, especially Yehuda. You need to be made free. You are set free by slave masters. Now the Son has come to make you free, and I am part of that truth that shall make you free. Which brings me to the subject of this video that has disturbed my mental capacity that I experienced after hearing a recently posted video on YouTube of someone who was also known back there as a Hebrew Israelite of the Temple of Love of International Headquarters of Miami, Florida. Of course, that at the time, the Temple of Love was being operated, and it was being in operation by several other servants of Yahweh, Ben Yahweh, who was also with us at the time. That's Yahweh in the flesh as the Son. Even as my physical presence disappeared from the Temple of Love in Miami in 1985 by the order of Yahweh Ben Yahweh, who sent me away for prophetical reasons. And it was also during that time when others came to Yahweh, even the Son, Yahweh, who do not know me today. They do not know me or know of me. They only know and were told about me, but they know nothing of me. Nevertheless, the disturbing testimony that I heard was from the voice of someone who said during his video that he is solely responsible for doing several things to get Yahweh Ben Yahweh delivered out of the pit, which is a metaphor, of course, for prison, and that he was the only one who testified at Yahweh Ben Yahweh's pretrial. That's not true. When in fact the truth is, that very same Hebrew Israelite of subject who made that video came to my place of employment during late December of 1990. Late December of 1990, where I was employed at the time for the state of Florida as a judicial major crimes investigator, working for judicial courts. And that Hebrew Israelite met with me in that building located in the Civic Center of Miami-Dade County. And the information that he relayed to me was from an order of Yahweh Ben Yahweh, from Yahweh Ben Yahweh, that I must contact the attorney for Yahweh Ben Yahweh at that time, who is known as a former federal judge, who to this day is now known as a U.S. congressman, whose name is, quote, L.C. Hastings, end of quote. And by the order of Yahweh Ben Yahweh to his attorney, L.C. Hastings, I was told to be subpoenaed to testify at the trial, the pretrial of Yahweh Ben Yahweh in a federal courthouse in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, of which I did just that. In fact, on that morning, that very same Hebrew Israelite brother met me in the front of the federal building on Broward Boulevard of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, of that courthouse, that federal courthouse, and he directed me to the courtroom. He even witnessed me sitting on the witness stand testifying on behalf of my master, Yahweh Ben Yahweh, as a loyal and trusting servant, whom, by the way, I am that very same one whom in Revelation Yochanan testified and wrote of in chapter 1, verse 1, whom Yahweh Ben Yahweh gave me his signification, his signified revelations to show, that's S-H-E-W, show them unto all of his servants today. In the meantime, that very same Hebrew Israelite spoke of those in peace in that video that is supposedly led by Uriah David, whom he says that since then certain sisters has taken over. Well, that is true. That part of his testimony is absolutely true. In fact, I give him credit to every single word that he is revealing in that video of peace, the Peace Foundation. That is, for the exception of the part where he did not say one thing about or of Micah, which brings me to a question for him, or a few questions. As he said, no one assisted him from Peace Foundation, or no one assisted him at all of the nation of MIYKAYAHWEH, the tribe of Yehuda. So my question, or a few questions that I have for him, is as follows. Had he truly forgotten about, quote, Brother Micah, end of quote? Had he truly forgotten, or did he even know that I visited Yahweh ben Yahweh personally